Tchaikovsky's Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy is one of the most delicate little pieces in the orchestral world. But inside its tiny frame lives an astonishing amount of craft and compositional guile. It's a miniature that has survived endless holiday seasons, not because it's cute, but because it's brilliantly built. The signature sound of the piece is the celesta, an instrument Tchaikovsky discovered in Paris. It was new, shimmering, and unlike anything he'd ever heard. He immediately recognised its potential and kept it secret until the premiere of the Nutcracker itself, determined to be the first to use it. That instrument became the voice of the Sugar Plum Fairy. Tchaikovsky's delight in this shiny new toy was also the solution to a problem posed to him by the Nutcracker's choreographer, Marius Petipa. Petipa had given the composer often painfully specific instructions and insisted that the Sugar Plum Fairy's music should sound like drops of water and have a kind of crystalline delicacy. The shimmering bell tone of the celesta gave Tchaikovsky exactly that texture. It makes the dance otherworldly without turning the ballet into a fairground ride. One of the most striking moments comes when the celesta suddenly rises an octave and repeats the theme in a higher, glowing register. It swims up there to that octave, and when it gets there, it sounds completely effortless, as if the instrument existed solely to make that gesture. The fluency is remarkable for a composer writing for a brand new instrument. But what keeps the piece from becoming overtly sweet is the subtle tension running underneath. Tchaikovsky supports the melody with harmonies that occasionally slip into tritones, adding just enough edge to keep the music from turning saccharine. Listen closely to the middle section. As the music approaches that radiant octave rise, the strings produce a series of accented stabs, sharp and sudden. They interrupt the smooth texture like quick flashes of movement in the corner of your eye, almost as if the Sugar Plum Fairy has heard something behind her and turns to check. It's a tiny little dramatic gesture, but it deepens the sense of character and keeps the music from floating away like a sugar balloon. And then, beneath all the shimmer, there is the bass clarinet. Its dark, quiet line threads through the texture, giving a hint of shadow. That subtle, slithering presence makes the celesta shine even more brightly by contrast. Without it, the piece would feel decorative. With it, it becomes mysterious. And then, of course, there's the melody itself. For something that's become so familiar to us, it's actually pretty strange. It's off the beat, leaving the whole thing feeling weightless and slightly delayed, and tilting the fairy further into her fairiness. The pizzicato strings walk in straight lines, meanwhile the melody on the celesta drifts diagonally. And by the way, that pizzicato is the drip of melting icicles if ever I heard it. And it has one more trick after that. It uses every note between the fifth and the octave, gliding stepwise over various modal sound worlds that it never actually inhabits. You seldom hear chromaticism like this in such a catchy tune. All these elements combine to create a world that is delicate, eerie, luminous, and exquisitely balanced. In less than 2 minutes, Tchaikovsky builds an atmosphere that feels complete and unmistakable. It's easy to overlook a piece this small, but the precision, the imagination, and the orchestral mastery behind it make Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy one of the greatest miniatures ever written.